Hello, everybody. I finally decided what I'm going to do with Nick AF. And I am going to make Nick AF a travel channel. But not really just me traveling around and showing you video footage of vacations. There's enough people on social media that do that, and quite frankly, it's not very interesting. What I'm going to do instead is I am going to use this channel as my unfiltered review of various travel destinations, things to do, restaurants, hotels, just anything surround commentary that's more travel focused and not really related purely to finance and economics. And the first series I'm going to do is grading all of the major cities and travel destinations that I've been to in my life, and I'm going to grade them on an S through F scale based off of the worthiness of how often I'd return to the place. So the highest grade would be an S, which would be I would consider living there. I would buy a second home there if I had the money to do so. A would be a regular rotation. It's a place that I would go ideally at least once every 2 to 3 years. B would be I would return in the right circumstances, like if there's a specific event, or if I happen to have to be in the area for another reason, or there's just have a family member who hadn't been before, or I just like hosting meetups there. But in general, like B is like I would return, but there needs to be a reason. I just not gonna just put it in the rotation by default. The next level is grade C, which C is not actually that bad of a grade on my scale. C would be what the majority of the destinations get rated, because it just means it's worth visiting once. If I grade something a C, it's worth going one time, experiencing it, but you probably don't need to return, at least from a tourist perspective. Grade D is what I call the business trip tier. So this place might not be worth going to as a tourist destination or for a vacation, but if you have other purposes to go here, whether it's for business, whether it's to visit relatives or friends, or you have a long layover, etc., you'll have a good time. There's enough stuff to do there, and it's worthwhile really from that perspective. E is not really worth going, honestly, at all. Like, you wouldn't have an awful time going, but you really wouldn't be missing out either. F is avoid like the plague. It's a negative value. Like, you will have an experience that lowers the quality of your life by showing up there. There's not that many places in the avoid like the plague category in my reviews, because I wouldn't want to go to a place that I feel that way about going in. And then some of them I'll have a /L. The grade L generally is better to live than visit. There are some cities in America and the world that are very nice places to live and offer a high quality of life, but they lack like typical tourist things to do or unique attractions that you can't do in your home city. So I will put a /L if I believe it's a place that is more for living rather than visiting. And I hope you like this series, and thank you guys all for watching.